January 2008. It's a whole new year, whole new budget. Money's flowing everywhere. Capital accounts, capital projects are all being initiated. And suddenly, the big project that I was brought on board to do is finally front and center. As I'm getting ready to launch, I find out Kyle Edwards has retired. By March 1st, there is a massive layoff, and I am included in that. Within a week of the layoffs, I had several recruiters in the Las Vegas Valley banging down my door. One of them secured an interview with the Wynn Las Vegas within, I would say, less than 15 days of the layoff date. I made it very clear that I was going on vacation the first 2 weeks of April and that I would not be able to start any job until April 15th at the earliest. And that I had, I had already paid my rent, my bills were paid, and I had enough in savings to handle April. So I was in a good spot. In the meantime, I'm getting requests for other interviews, and I go on one, and the recruiter for Wynn Las Vegas has an absolute meltdown. And that was the last call I got for any other jobs. Basically, the deal was done. The deal was done. So I go in and I get all the paperwork done to be hired to start April 15th. So when I leave on vacation, all I have to do is return, pick up a badge, go to orientation, and start my job. Now, they wanted me for security and surveillance capital projects. I didn't want to do that. And thankfully, I don't know how it happened, but I'm so grateful. Wynn Las Vegas Security and Surveillance wanted nothing to do with the Wynn IT shop, and they handled everything themselves. And I'm like, yeah, baby. And I get moved to point of sale, registers. I had already mapped out and knew the coordination between registers and surveillance cameras. I already knew all the processes. Yeah, so it was a great crossover. And re-enter John Stovner. Remember him? Sucks to be you. MGM Mirage, cabling infrastructure contractor. Him. So he arrives at the Wynn Las Vegas, and he sabotages every project I'm on. Basically, they assigned him to all of my projects, and he refused to engage. Like, literally refused to show up for work, wouldn't deliver on anything, wouldn't show up to meetings, nothing, zero. As soon as Stovner arrives at the Wynn Las Vegas, the Wynn payroll system gets hacked. It's from the inside of the firewalls, and all of the employees and their social security numbers were snatched. That was it. That was all that was retrieved by the time they shut down the firewalls. I get called into the infrastructure director's office, and I'm questioned about the hack. Who do I know? What do I know? Blah, blah, blah. What they didn't tell me was that my social security number was part of the cache that was taken. So eventually, Stovner pulls the same crap with some other project manager in the IT shop, and he gets his ass fired. Shortly after that, they put me on suspension because I was cornered, and I was told, these are the project plans we have. This is where we put our stuff, blah, blah, blah. And apparently, I had not been informed that there was an entirely different narrative coming out of the IT shop, and no one informed me. So here I am, saying what I know from my updates, from my meetings. Yeah, they were furious. So I am suspended and then fired. And by January of 2009, guess who makes contact on LinkedIn for a referral, a reference, so he can get a job at Clearwire, the internet company? John Stovner. Yeah, the ball's on this dude. But hey, he had to make contact. And surprise, 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 John Stovner helps me get a position at Clearwire. Wouldn't you know it? Puts in a good word to make sure that I'm brought on as a consultant, as an independent contractor. Yeah. Amazing, right? Just a coincidence, right?